Well, hi everybody. I'm Brent Kelley with the StokerCon 2017 Video Squad here today with author Gretchen McNeil, one of this year's StokerCon guests of honor. Thank you very much for joining me tonight, Gretchen.
Thank you so much for doing this. I'm really excited about tonight and about StokerCon.
So what kind of things are you most looking forward to at StokerCon this year?
There are two great things about any book con. The first is meeting readers, and the second is meeting other authors, and they're both amazing in different ways. Being able to meet readers face to face is one of the sort of rare joys of being an author. I especially love meeting teen readers since I do write for teens. We don't get to see them at a lot of book festivals because, teens have very complicated lives and frequently can't drive. But I'm hoping that we get some teens there because I love to talk to teens about horror because they have such an emotional investment in the genre. And then meeting other authors. Nobody understands a writer like another writer. And to have a bunch of writers come together and celebrate this genre that I just enjoy so much is going to be amazing.
So I understand they just finished filming an adaptation of your book 10.
Yes.
How exciting is
that? One of the things about this business that I didn't know before I sold my first book is that properties get optioned all the time. They get optioned by individual producers, they get optioned by production companies, sometimes by studios. And the first time it happens to you, you're like, oh my God, my book's gonna get made into a movie, it's gonna be a TV show, it's gonna be amazing. But only a tiny fraction of the stuff that gets optioned actually gets made. So after a couple of those, you're totally blasé about it. You're like, oh, an option, that is so great. That is really sweet that somebody likes my book that much, and I'll never hear from them again. So when this one came through, and this was the second or third time that 10 had been optioned. So, because it came out in 2012, so this book has been around a while. I was like, aw, that's cute, that's great. Never hear from them again. And then a year, 9 months, a year later, we get an email that they need to buy the rights. So they have an option where we can't, sell the rights to anybody else. And then that option, if they go and make a movie or a TV show, they have to actually purchase the rights from you. I was like, what, really? Oh, okay, sure. And then again, they've spent this money on you, but the odds of it actually getting made, still not great. So I didn't think anything more of it. I met the producer, he was in Los Angeles casting and so enthusiastic, loves the book. And you have a nice little ego stroke. And then again, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go write another book and not think about this anymore. And a friend of mine she writes for a soap opera online magazine. And so she sends me a Facebook message in November saying, I'm so excited, we're covering your movie because one of the stars is on a soap opera. And I said, my movie? So then I looked at the article and they were filming and I had no idea. Author, last person to know. And then from there, just seeing photos from the sets and these young actors portraying these characters that I wrote, that is, I can't even describe it. I get a little choked up for words because it's so amazing. I can't believe that I'm gonna get to see this one day soon, hopefully.
Do they have an idea when that might release?
No, because I think they just started the post-production process, but I'm going to be in New York in 2 months, and I'm hoping, the production company's out in New York, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to A, see some footage, and B, get a better idea of when it might be coming out. I mean, Halloween would be ideal, but I'll take any month. I don't care.
Is it a little scary to turn your work over to somebody else to, here you go?
Yes, because I don't have any control over it at that point. We have to get, the first scary part is when you actually publish the book. Whenever I read excerpts from 10 at events, I always read the same excerpt because once people start dying, you can't read anymore to ruin it. So I read the same excerpt all the time. And I edit it as I read. I'm changing pronouns and stuff around because I don't love the way that the words flow in that scene. but I can't change it because there's, you know, a couple thousand copies of this thing floating around. I'm done, right? And it's the same with selling it to a production company. They aren't going to ask your input on the script unless you're super important, which I'm not. And you're going to see it on a screen with everybody else and not have any control over it. And so you just sort of cross your fingers and hope for the best.